Oh, over there.
Previous days, make sure those guys with the mics know where you are, and I know where you are if you feel the mic. Get underway. We've got Alex Carey, Australian.
Alex, how important do you think that 20 minutes you managed to get in between the two rain breaks might prove in this game?
Time will tell, but yeah, it's nice to have 2 wickets down overnight. Would have been great to get back out there tonight, but unfortunately the ground's just not quite ready. But I thought, yeah, we come out there, conditions probably suited ball in that 20 minutes, and we were lucky enough to take 2. So hopefully we can build on that momentum tomorrow morning.
Alex, just wanted to ask you about how England bounced your tail today. It was you guys didn't really bowl many short balls at all in their first innings. Is it something that you guys might revisit if conditions do kind of go back to being sunny and flat?
Yeah, I'm sure the strategy group will come up with a plan, knowing what we know now with the wicket. Hopefully spin can play a big role tomorrow for us, and I thought Gaz bowled outstandingly well in that first innings, and there's probably a little bit more now on offer for him as well. And then it's up to the attack, the leadership group to come up with a plan potentially to run through their tail hopefully. But we'll see that the wickets showed a little bit tonight. Hopefully get some early wickets tomorrow, and we can stay around that top of the stumps area. But I thought they bowled well today, taking 5 wickets. But it's potentially on a slow wicket. It's a good option.
Alex, what was the buzz like out there in the middle in that 20-minute period? And it may be an obvious question, but your fielding positions and tactics seem to change a bit. Can you just explain that?
Look, the atmosphere is always outstanding here, normally against us, but it's great fun to hear some chants going around the ground, and when things happen, it gets pretty loud. But then there was an opportunity. I think everyone knows we started with the field out in that first innings, and they got away with some singles, but was always trying to restrict that boundary. We've seen England play so well and so aggressive over the last 18 months. And then today, taking 2 early wickets, we saw an opportunity to bring that field in and squeeze pressure. We're only out there for 10 overs, but it sort of felt that we're back to hitting some nice line of lengths and getting a little bit out of the wicket, and the field could come up. So, just reading the play. Yeah.
You seem quite aggressive there as a team, and you seemed all really up for it. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's the Ashes. It's the first Ashes Test match. It's pretty evenly poised at this stage in terms of the runs on the board, and lucky to take a few wickets tonight, which is great. And no doubt we'll be up and about for the whole series. But it was an exciting 20 minutes. Like I said, the lights come on, the ball's moving around a little bit more than what we've seen earlier in the Test match, and it was pretty exciting.
Jacqueline Magnay from The Australian. I'm just wondering, in the dressing room, was there much talk? On broadcasters, they were a little bit horrified about the reaction of Ollie Robinson when he took the wicket of Usman. Was there much talk about what went on amongst you guys?
No, I was actually worded up that something happened before coming in here. So I didn't see it at all. Usman hasn't said anything. And like I said before, it's an Ashes. It's at times it's going to be pretty exciting and hostile cricket. But I actually was sitting there disappointed getting out, but didn't see anything over the top there. So from our dressing rooms, there was no comment.
Kez, I was going to ask a similar question to what the energy was like during that spell before you guys had to come off there with 2 wickets. But how much confidence do you take out of that too? It seemed like every delivery, was a real chance.
Yeah, it was a little period tonight where, again, it was more bowler friendly with the lights on, and it was swinging around a bit. It gets exciting. Anytime you take a wicket, you feel like you can grab 2 quickly. Look, we probably thought there was rain coming as well, so you sort of get in a bit of a rush to keep the ball bowling, and it's exciting. Yeah.
Alex, you've played a bit of cricket here, but you've also played a fair bit in the subcontinent of late. What would you liken that pitch to, and how do you think it might play out in the last couple of days?
Look, I still think there's enough there for bowlers hitting a hard length. You see with the Duke ball that things can happen sort of out of nowhere. Try to get the ball swinging, potentially if it's dry enough, a bit of reverse swing. And then, Nathan Lyon and Moeen Ali are going to play big roles in both second innings. So, look, I think it's we've seen a fair few runs. We've also seen a team almost bowled out and another team bowled out within 3 days or less than with the washout today. So I've seen pretty exciting cricket lately in the last 2 days, and what I've seen in the subcontinent as well. I think there's probably a bit more in this one.
Alex, hi. You spend a lot of time with Cam Green. Just the 3 catches he's pulled off in the last 1 week. Is he just a freak, or have you seen him pull these off in training, and just what do you make of it?
Look, he's an outstanding young cricketer. Batting, bowling, and fielding. He's got all bases covered, and continuing to grow with bat and ball. And what we've seen in the field has been pretty special. As you mentioned, 3 amazing catches and game-changing catches as well. So hopefully another one for us. It's shifted that momentum towards us, but he's been phenomenal. He's probably wanting to go on with a start or two and take a bag of wickets, but he's been invaluable at that gully position. Yeah.
Alex, can I ask about the reverse sweep? It seems like since the first innings at the Oval, you've put it away until you went past 50 yesterday. Is that something, I'm assuming it's a deliberate thing, and is it something that we expect to see going forward now that you won't reverse until you get to a certain score? And also, how's your wife taking it? Because I remember her being pretty opposed to it.
No, she worded me up again last night, said don't do it. But it's one of those things. I think there was no need to play that at the Oval in the first innings. When you got Virat Kohli and Steve Smith saying, what are you doing that for? You probably listened to him. And then, the opportunity I saw after 50 yesterday was Duckett came in to point, and there was no one boundary riding out there. So I didn't get one away, but probably saw opportunities to score elsewhere yesterday. Yeah.
G'day, Alex. Over here.
Gotcha.
Just one about, I suppose, tempo and pace of play. So you guys have played a lot of test matches in South Asia the last sort of 12, 18 months, and a lot of that has been about sort of playing within yourselves until you can see the ball moving. Like, is that relatable at all to over here, given overhead conditions, potential for the game to change up that way?
Yeah, I think it will ebb and flow again, and we saw, I think Usman Khawaja's patience again was evident. The wickets won't always be like this one, but saying that, there's still opportunities for bowlers to take wickets when you set the right fields and apply enough pressure and hit the length for long enough. We saw Nathan Lyon spinning, taking 4 wickets in the first innings. And Scotty Boland tonight felt like he could take a wicket every ball. So, it's changing. As you mentioned, the overheads here, probably the age of the ball. We've seen ball changes as well. That can play parts, and it might break up a little bit more moving forward. So, it's been really exciting. I found it really exciting at the start of this test match. We're halfway through. And I think we've seen some periods where batting's been on top, and then we've seen periods where the bowlers will take consecutive wickets. So
Alex, in that period, you said it was nice bowling conditions. You guys were up and about. Did you kind of feel like the English guys didn't want to be out there?
No, not at all. They've obviously playing a style of cricket at the moment, and could only take a boundary to get the momentum going back their way. But it was really exciting to be out there as a fielding group, trying to bowl a team out, take 10 wickets and chase a score. But no, I definitely didn't feel that, and I don't think the crowd was suggesting otherwise either.
Alex, on that pitch, is there a number above which you wouldn't want to chase?
No, I'm not sure. It's a good question. Haven't really sort of spoken or thought about it. It's probably just going to be a case of tomorrow. It's rocking up and doing our thing and being really disciplined in how we want to approach our bowling innings. So there's no figure, but you don't want it to get too high, obviously.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Thanks. Thanks.